Welcome back to Breakfast. A report just out from the New Zealand Initiative suggests our government is not providing us with value for money. Joining us now to discuss his conclusions is author Dr. Bryce Wilkinson. Morena, Bryce.
Good morning, Hayley.
So what did your report find?
The report found that compelling evidence, we thought, when you put it all together, from international studies and from domestic material, particularly including Productivity Commission reports, that the outcomes New Zealanders are getting from all the resources governments are spending and channeling through regulation fall short of what the best countries are achieving overseas. And when you look into the details, the problem is that the public sector and government in New Zealand are just not focused enough, as much as they should be, as much as we'd like them to be, on value for money or productivity.
So what do we need to do? Do we need to create more efficiency in our public service?
Somehow there needs to be a much greater focus exactly on outcomes relative to resources consumed, on value for money, on getting, the bottom 15% of kids to learn to read and write properly by age 15. There's just got to be a lot better, more focus on outcomes and doing a better job.
With such a massive scale, government is huge. Isn't this normal to get some inefficiencies?
Oh, of course, yes, some inefficiency, but on the best of the studies we managed to track down in our research, for overall government spending, an indicative figure is about 12 or 13% of GDP, which is about $20,000 per household year in and year out. We think households would think that's a lot of money, and they'd much prefer that governments either didn't waste it and gave it back to them, or else spent it to get much better outcomes.
I think your report has said that a third of government spending has been wasteful. Now, National have come out to say that we could cut spending by a third and get the same outcomes. But do you think this is missing the point? Our outcomes aren't great at the moment. Shouldn't we want better outcomes?
Yes, in the report we cover that when we say that is a choice. If government could get more focused on efficiency and productivity, then you could either use the savings to leave more money in households' hands, that's option one, or government could spend it much better and achieve much better outcomes. And that's a choice, and the report takes no position on which way that choice should go. It says, after all, the first priority is to achieve the savings.
Absolutely. When did you do this report? What is the data from, the time frame?
It's a range of time frames. Some of the OECD material on education and health, which we cover, is about 10 years old now, so quite dated. Most of the data, nearly all the data, will precede this government. So this is not an attack on this particular government's performance, but it is an exhortation to it to really get better focused on value for money and get the public sector better focused.
Excellent. Thanks for your time this morning, Dr. Bryce Wilkinson from the New Zealand Initiative.
Remember, if you want to send us your